My name is Dr. Alvin Wagenblast. I'm a researcher and assistant professor at the Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai, and my lab focuses on pediatric leukemia. Every day, my team and I work with patient samples and cutting-edge tools to understand childhood leukemia, and most importantly, to discover better treatments for kids battling this disease. I'm excited to speak with you as part of the Ultimate Hike virtual event and to share how your support is making a real difference. In our lab, we are focusing on a particular tough form of leukemia that affects children. It's identified by a specific genetic mutation called NUP98 NSD1. Essentially, two genes, NUP98 and NSD1, fuse together to drive a very aggressive leukemia. This subtype isn't the most common, but it's significant. It shows up in roughly 15% of pediatric acute myeloid leukemia, or AML, cases. And unfortunately, it's linked to very poor outcomes. In the past, many children with NUP98 NSD1 leukemia didn't survive because the cancer was so hard to treat with standard chemotherapy. This has been a huge challenge in pediatric cancer, and we've made it our mission to change that statistic. So why is this subtype so challenging? One reason is that NUP98 NSD1 leukemia cells are often resistant to the usual treatments. They behave like stubborn cancer stem cells that refuse to die. Our research has shown that this fusion causes leukemia cells to stay in an immature stem-like state, which makes them harder to kill with normal chemotherapy. In fact, when certain other mutations accompany NUP98 NSD1, the chances of long-term remission drop dramatically. All of this means we urgently need new treatment strategies for this aggressive leukemia in children. And that's exactly what we've been working on. Our lab recently made a breakthrough against this NUP98 NSD1 leukemia, and it involves a drug called venetoclax. Venetoclax is already used to treat other leukemias, but we wanted to see if we could tackle the unique weakness of NUP98 NSD1 leukemia cells. The results were exciting. In our preclinical models using patient-derived leukemia samples, venetoclax significantly reduced the leukemia burden, especially when we combine it with standard chemotherapy. In plain terms, the drug dramatically shrank the cancer cells in our lab tests. This finding is groundbreaking because it provides the first evidence that venetoclax, a drug already approved for other blood cancers, can be an effective treatment for children with NUP98 NSD1 leukemia. Our discovery paves the way for new clinical trials to test venetoclax in kids with this leukemia subtype. All of this gives us great hope that we can turn this lab breakthrough into a therapy that saves children's lives. A huge source of inspiration for my lab has been the wonderful Crow family. Mike and Ellen Crow lost their son Steve to AML in 2005, and in his honor, they partnered with CureSearch to establish Team Steve. The Crow family decided that no other family should endure what they went through, and they have poured their hearts into raising funds for childhood cancer research. In fact, the funds raised by Team Steve supported my CureSearch Young Investigator research project. In January last year, I had the pleasure of welcoming the Crow family and their friends to our laboratory for a tour. We showed them our lab, introduced them to the young scientists working on this project, and explained our progress in person. It was a wonderful experience for all of us. We came away that day incredibly inspired and motivated. The Crow family and their visit reminded us why we do this work and who we are fighting for. My team and I are so grateful to the Crow family for the support and for being such enthusiastic partners in this journey. Before I finish, I want to speak directly to all of you, the CureSearch community, and especially the Ultimate Hike participants. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Your dedication, hiking miles on the trail, rallying friends and family to donate, sharing the cause, is directly powering research like ours. Every step you take and every dollar you raise goes straight into the efforts that are saving children's lives. CureSearch support is truly fueling our progress. In fact, the funding we received allowed us to test venetoclax in our models and make this breakthrough when it might not have been possible otherwise. I also want you to know that your support inspires us every day. Knowing that an entire community is hiking, volunteering, and cheering us on keeps my team going even when the research gets tough. CureSearch support connects us with families and advocates, and these meaningful interactions motivate our ongoing commitment to find better treatments. So to all the Ultimate Hikers, CureSearch volunteers, donors, and supporters listening, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm deeply grateful to each and every one of you. You have my sincerest appreciation for all you've done. Because of you, we're moving closer to cures for even the toughest pediatric cancers. On behalf of my lab at Mount Sinai, the patients we serve, and the families who await new hope, thank you for helping make these breakthroughs possible.
Every mile you hike brings us closer to discovering new treatments for kids who need it most.
Because of your dedication and support, our research continues to make breakthroughs for children battling cancer.
Your steps on the Ultimate Hike are fueling our steps towards curing childhood leukemia. Thank you.
Your support is the reason we can continue to give families hope. Thank you for making our work possible.